Hello, Penny Jane Love here. Today I'm doing a wig review on Jolie by Noriko in the color Chestnut. Okay, let's get this wig review started. So Jolie is a chin length, stacked, chopped, angled bob with lots of texture, layers, and volume. So when I first got Jolie, I was like, I don't like her. She's got too much volume. I don't like what's going on here with the bangs. And I honestly put her away for a couple of months and said, you know what? I know I'm going to have to figure out what to do with her at some point. Now, as with the case with most wigs that I don't like at first, usually when I put them on and start messing with them and doing different things to them, they start to grow on me, and that has been the case with Jolie, so yay. The things that I did not like about her when I got her initially was, like I said, I didn't know what to do with the bangs. The bangs are very long and they didn't sit very well on the side. Now, they have already gotten a lot better with me just messing with her for the last hour, so. Also, she's stacked. She's purposely made to have a lot of volume. And I know that's a good thing. I know that's what they're going for. It's still hard for me to see myself with hair that has a lot of volume. You know, I've never had a lot of volume. I always had really thin, flat, just stringy looking hair. So anytime a wig has a lot of volume, like she does back here in the back, you know, I immediately think that it doesn't look good on me. And I'm starting to think that's more so because I'm just not used to it and that it doesn't necessarily look bad. But I will tell you that I have worked with Jolie for the last hour, because when I first put her on with that volume and everything, I really felt like she looked like a helmet on my head. So I am going to do, like I said, a few things. I'm going to try steaming the bangs back, and I'm going to try curling them some, curling these ends a little bit. And I'm going to do a second video on Jolie, a real short one, just showing you what I was able to do by steaming her and curling her. Now, I am not going to cut the bangs. I'm going to see how she does after I steam her and kind of curl her some. And if I still feel like I'm not happy with the bangs, I have a good friend who's a beautician, and I'm going to go to her and let her cut the bangs, because I don't trust myself to cut the bangs, and this is not an expensive wig. Now, the reason I like Jolie is because I think she's sassy and has she's a cute bob. And you see I'm wanting to push her behind my ears. I did wear a bob with my natural hair the best that I could, but I always, when I had my natural hair, wore my hair behind my ears. So it is a look that I like. Okay, so Jolie does not have a lace front. However, this is a 100% hand-tied monofilament top. So let me show you that front line. And, you know, she doesn't really necessarily need a lace front with all of these bangs. I do like the part. The knots are kind of big, a little bit big. And they show up a lot because of, you know, I have scalp up there. But I don't think they look bad at all. I'm happy with the part. I think the part looks good. So she also, this is a Petite Average cap. I thought that the Petite Average cap would probably fit me better, because on most average caps, they're, for some brands, run too big. I think that she fits okay as a Petite Average. I do have a 22-inch circumference head, and she's supposed to fit circumferences from 21.5 to 22.5, so it shouldn't be any problem. She is really snug, and I think I'm just not used to having a wig that is quite so snug. And I do feel like she might be going up a little bit in the back, but I'm not quite sure about that. Again, I think it might just be because I'm used to average size caps. This is the first Petite Average that I have owned. I like my wigs to be snug, and this one's definitely snug. I just think I'm not used to them being quite this snug, but I'm okay with it. She does have synthetic fibers. Now, I will say that the synthetic fibers are not the natural feeling, the softest. They don't have a really fine denier to them, but I do know Noriko fibers last a really long time, and I'm going to get a long wear out of Jolie. So even though they're not the softest, it doesn't mean they're not soft. They are. They're just not the softest synthetic fibers that I have felt. But I do know they will have a great lifespan, especially since she's so short. I shouldn't have any problem there at the nape. So, okay, so with that volume, she has a lot of hair. Definitely, it's more, and I'm not just talking here where they purposely do a lot of permatease to do that stacked look. She has a pretty good amount of hair on the sides too. She's definitely at the minimum a medium density and maybe a little bit on the thicker side. But again, that's the whole point of this wig is to be a bob that is stacked and gives you a lot of volume. So just know that if you don't like a lot of permatease, if you don't like a lot of volume, if you don't like dense wigs, you may not really love Jolie a lot. Jolie is pretty light. She weighs 3.2 ounces. And she has these wispy bangs that I thought that I was probably going to have to get them cut, but you know what? I will honestly say, but like I said, I've been messing with her for about the last hour, and she's already starting to lay a lot better. So again, it's not a wig that you can just pull out of the box and go, like my Raquel Welch On Point. I get that. I put it on and I go. I don't do anything to her. In my opinion, Jolie is not a wig you can do that with, but with a little bit of work, I think she's probably going to be a great wig, and I'm really going to love her. I just have to do that work that I don't really love to do sometimes. So, all right, let's talk about her lengths next. Okay, Jolie's lengths, her bangs are 5.5 inches. And again, from what I've seen, a lot of people have the bangs cut. And I thought that I was going to have to, but I think that after I steam her and do a little bit of work, I may be okay with the bangs. I may not have to cut them. Now, my favorite part is the back. So her crown is also 5.5 inches from here to her crown. Her nape is 4 inches. I love the back. I'll show you that. I love those wispy ends at the back of it. I just think it's so cute. And I'll show you this side too. So, she's definitely got sass and, to me, class, and it's a modern kind of take on the classic bob. And I love the back. I love that wispy nape. I just think it looks so cool. So let's talk about her cap next. Okay, guys, Jolie's cap. So again, she does not have a lace front. She does have this silicone strip here so that if you wear I think a wig cap, it helps to hold or a wig grip, maybe it helps to hold with the wig grip. She has a full monofilament top. She has open wefts. Now, you will see here, let me show you up close, you can see the permatease, which is that kind of like crinkled hair. There's a lot of it going on right here to give it that stacked high volume look in the back. She has bra strap-like adjusters. She does not have an extended nape. I do wish she had an extended nape, especially on this Petite Average, because I do feel like the nape kind of goes up a little bit. And her ear tabs do have metal stays in them. They are not covered with velvet or anything. Interestingly, even though this is a Petite Average, the ear tabs come right over my ears. I almost wish they didn't come down quite as much because I feel like I'd have a little bit easier time pushing her behind my ears. So I do think the cap is kind of hot. It's not the coolest cap. But you know what? I think that's because of the volume of hair that it has. You know, it just has a lot of hair, especially right in here. I think that's a big reason why it's kind of a hot cap and not the coolest cap. It is comfortable. I'm still getting used to it being quite so snug. I do like my wig snug. So I feel pretty confident after I wear her a time or two. She's probably going to be the ideal size. I am definitely not putting glue on her. I do not need to because she's very snug. And again, I have a 22-inch circumference head, but it's flat in the back, especially like right here. I don't have a really rounded head in the back. So a lot of average caps are a tad bit big on me, but there are some brands where the average cap fits me pretty well. This Petite Average is definitely snug. It's not going to move around at all. Okay, guys, glasses do fit with her. They do go over or under the ear tabs because those ear tabs come all the way down to my ears. But you know, I don't have any problem slipping glasses under there, and they fit fine. Now they're on the styling part of it. I know that I did play with pinning her bangs back because I thought that I was going to have to keep them pinned back just to wear her. I have been pretty impressed with how well these fibers are starting to train themselves to kind of go where I'm positioning them, and I like that. You definitely can pin her bangs back. I think there's a lot of cute things that you could do with her. You wouldn't want to do anything that pulls her away from your head like that since you don't have a lace front. So even if I pin her bangs back, I'm going to pull them down some. And I could see just getting some like claw-like really cute clips to pull her back like that as well. I will play with the styling some when I do the second review on her after I get those bangs steamed back and get some curl, a little bit more curl in her. I will play with some styles and show you if I'm able to come up with any other styles in that. So, you know, she has a few styling options, not as many, I would say, as some other wigs, but she definitely has some styling options, and you can definitely wear glasses with her. Okay, guys, let's talk about this color, Chestnut Brown. So I did go outside, and my son did a videotape outside so that you could see what Chestnut Brown looks like in brighter light. So here's that video. Okay, Chestnut Brown. So I will be honest and say that when I first got her and looked at her, I was like, ugh, she's darker than I expected. But the color's growing on me, like most of them do. Everything seems to grow on me, doesn't it? I just love my wig. So, all right, so she is a blend of a medium and a dark auburn base with copper red highlights. Show you that. I get pretty good there. I do have this lit up pretty well, I think. It's definitely dark, and at first it looked more like almost like a dark brown or a black with the highlights. But the more I look at it, it's definitely auburn color. I guess it's that dark auburn that makes it look so dark. I just think if I get it again, if I got this color again, I might get it in a different color that has, I do prefer a little bit lighter colors on me. I think they look better with my skin tone and look more youthful than the darker colors. But you know what? I don't hate this at all. It definitely goes well with my eyebrows. And, red's my favorite color. So, and it's a red. So Again, it's a medium and dark auburn blend with a copper red highlights. All right, one more section. We'll just do a pros and cons real quick. Okay, guys, just a couple more things and we'll be done. So I did want to mention, I do think from what the research I've done, in my opinion, that this piece, Jolie, would go really well with round, diamond, heart, and oval shaped faces. And I have an oval shaped face, I think. I am going to do a video soon on how to tell what your face shape is so that you can make sure that you know what your face shape is, and that will help you maybe when you're deciding what wigs to purchase, or giving you some clue of kind of which way to start searching based on what your face shape is. Again, my favorite things about Jolie is the synthetic fibers. I know they're going to last a long time. They're going to have a lifelong span, and they do look natural. I like that it's a short wig that I can wear to work, and I think I like that it has a petite cap, a petite average cap. I'm going to have to let you guys know that when I do the second video. I am going to wear her to work this week, and then hopefully get that second video done by the end of next week, and we'll post on here and let you know how it felt during wearing it during the week, because I really haven't worn her yet. I've just worn her for about the last couple of hours while I was getting her ready for this review. The things I dislike the most, again, is, you know, the volume is a little bit more than I'm used to. I don't love the bangs, but she's definitely growing on me. I definitely think she's really getting cute. I am happy with how the bangs are already starting to lay the way that I've kind of been asking them to do. And I just don't love that I have to work with her so much to get her to look good. And she didn't look anything like this when I first pulled her out of the box. So when you get her and put her on, remember, if you buy her, you're going to have to do some work with her. She doesn't look great just right out of the box. And you know, I haven't done anything but style her with my comb in my hands, and she's already looking 100% better. I think by just taking that extra step and doing some steaming to it, and maybe doing a little bit of curling to it, that she's going to look better and probably she might even end up being my favorite short wig. She's not there yet, but we could get to that. So anyway, that's all I have for you. Thank you for watching this wig review. Please think about subscribing and hit that like button. Thank you so much.